Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant video. Today I'm doing a video on my thoughts on The Mandalorian, the TV show, but a little bit of the housekeeping or update thing. If you couldn't already tell because of the angle of the shot, whatever you want to call it, I've got a tripod from Amazon, so hopefully, I just thought logically with the fact that I haven't ever really, pardon me, ever sort of gone out of my way to purchase anything for the channel or anything like that, or also the fact that I haven't done that digitally, with editing stuff, so I just thought logically, well, I might as well get something more practical that I can use, and a tripod is one of those things for sure. So yeah, a bit ironic that the first time that I'm using the tripod is in a non-Doctor Who video on what is predominantly a Doctor Who YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm going to go through my thoughts, as I say, in this video about The Mandalorian, the TV show, almost said film there, which is airing November 12th, I want to say, or 12th of November, which is kind of right around the corner, which I'm surprised at. I would have thought maybe they might do it after Rise of the Skywalkers, but yeah, I mean, I am annoyed though that it is on Disney's streaming service. I mean, I get why it's on Disney's streaming service, because it's more leverage as to get more people onto the streaming service, so it totally makes sense. As for the trailer, I hate using this word, but I would actually say that it's epic, and that it's got this sort of really cool Firefly feel to it. That's the only way I can really describe it. I mean, even one of the ships looks like, if I'm not mistaken, Serenity, which I want to say Serenity is the name of the ship, or boat, if you will, that Captain Mal uses in Firefly. And yeah, I mean, it's also, this show is going to be produced by David Filoni, the guy who did Star Wars: Clone Wars and the animated show, as well as the Star Wars Rebels, as well as the guy who plays Happy Hogan, because he's also a director, I want to say, because he directed the first Iron Man film, I think. I could be completely wrong on that. There's a cool bit where there's this Twi'lek, however you pronounce that, pink one. She winks at the main character, I assume, or just at someone. And I just thought that was quite interesting. There's an AT-ST maybe, really giant one that starts shooting a bunch of lasers. You know, the normal sort of war-ish sort of shot of a mum and her child and them hugging and that whilst shit's exploding and that. There's a really cool shot and really cool sort of thing where you see the Mandalorian person and then the door opens and that, and it's just really atmospheric, I guess, and it's just woodlands and stuff, and it looks kind of like Endor. What else? And then, yeah, it's got I'm 90% sure there's a guy in this who is in Rick and Morty, but I can't for the life of me remember which. He plays one of the alien characters in Interdimensional Cable 2, I want to say. I don't know the name of the actor, but he's the guy who's ah yes, being a bounty hunter is difficult, isn't it? And then the Mandalorian's just whoosh, just bitch, please. And that, I really like how it starts, where it opens. It opens with this, again, I can't stop saying this, but epic, if you will, shot of these sticks and staffs of sorts, maybe by a tribal species. So maybe the well, I was going to say the Mandalorians, but they're not really tribal or primitive, but maybe the Sand People, I don't know. Or the Tusken Raiders, but with spikes on the top, and then they've got the stormtrooper helmets on there, and there's blood and dirt, and it just looks cool, really. There's a spinny droid bounty hunter dude. I don't know what their name is, so for the sake of this video I'm just gonna, as I say, call them spinny bounty hunter dude. that was cool because again, like mid sections of his person like spin around and then he's like pew, 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 pew. And that just looked again epic because I think I don't think we ever saw anything like that even in like the original trilogy or even the prequels or even the newest trilogy. So again, that is like a visually unique to this show, and this trailer even, and that and then you get like some credits slammed down onto a table and that, and then you get like this one bit where there like is a bar fight scene, which is to be kind of expected, and this one guy is about to like leave and then he gets like either shot or like he gets like a string thing like almost shot at like his legs and that, and then he falls and then the doors close and that, and it cuts between that and another shot, so you can't tell if he like gets killed by the door or anything, but then he's like frozen in carbonite and that, which is cool, I guess, because that's cool because it's like showing that isn't just a thing that, you know, one bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe has done. Like they do it as it's like a normal practice for them to do that, to freeze someone in carbonite to maybe get rid of, or maybe to obviously store said sort of product essentially for them and that, because they're wanted people, in this case preferably alive, and that, so yeah. I love the look of the Mandalorian. He looks like a really cool sort of badass armor. You very rarely see the Mandalorian character, which is pretty cool, I guess. I don't know, I mean, you know, less is more, I guess. There's quite a lot of shots and quite a lot of places that are very sand-esque, so, you know, like Jakku or Tatooine, and I'll be honest, in the Star Wars universe, I'm kinda sick of the desert planet. I'd really like somewhere more like Hoth, or even maybe more like the base place thing in Rogue One, where it was like literally like the end act of that film felt like Star Wars meets, you know, Saving Private Ryan, where you have giant fuck off AT-ATs and all these little people, and that, and you know, again you have all this like palm trees and this lush greenery and sand, and then these giant AT-ATs and the feet just stomping on them and that, and it kind of felt like, as I say, Saving Private Ryan, but terrain wise kind of maybe jungle-esque and kind of like Vietnam maybe, but yeah, it's just, as I say, the deserty thing is a visual that I'm kind of done with in the Star Wars universe myself, but visually, other than that, it looked really interesting for the most part, and that, but then you could argue it is in the Star Wars universe, so it is, you know, if it looked completely different, then it, you know, everyone would be up in arms, and yeah, I mean, I would love to really watch this as it comes out, but as I say, it is unfortunately on Disney's streaming service. Hopefully it'll come out on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and I'll be able to watch it there. I am interested to see how long each episode is, as well as the series as a whole, and what the overall fan feedback and consensus is in terms of this TV show. Yeah, because I don't really know what the premise is of this. I am literally just critiquing and or analysing, critiquing, whatever you want to say, this trailer, and just trying to see what I liked, what I didn't, and if I'd watch it, and I would watch it, but I am a fan of Star Wars, so kind of expected to watch, or it shouldn't surprise you to know that I would watch this, but yeah, I think, yeah, as I say, there is a character who is from Rick and Morty, and he seems to be maybe the guy who's set up a contract with one of the bounty hunters to get a certain character, another character maybe. I wonder if he works only alone and that. I assume most of the bounty hunters work alone, or and that. I can't imagine a lot of them working in a team sort of setting, or if they do or have to for whatever mission, it'd be really interesting to see them like double cross each other maybe, and that, and see how that plays out in the series. That would be a really cool idea. Whether or not they do it, I have no idea. So, but yeah, that was my thoughts, my thoughts on the Star Wars Mandalorian trailer. Thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.